What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm back today to give you guys a review of the Air Jordan 1 Retro Low OG in this black cement colorway. So this is a brand new colorway of the Air Jordan 1 Low OG, which dropped back on June 24th for a price of $140 US or $180 here in Canada. The official colorway for this shoe is black, muslin, tech gray, sail, and white, and these are unofficially the sister shoe of the white cement Air Jordan 1 High, which released earlier this year. So this year, 2023, marks the 35th anniversary of the iconic Air Jordan 3. So that's part of the reason why Jordan Brand is adopting that iconic elephant print on the Jordan 1, which merges two of Jordan Brand's most iconic silhouettes together. Before we go any further though, here's a quick look at the box. So this comes in the absolutely wild custom box just for this release. And as you can see, we have this elephant print found throughout the entire box. We have Nike branding on the very top in white, and we have elephant print and Nike branding on all sides. As for the shoe, so this is your Jordan 1 Low OG silhouette, and the majority of the upper is constructed out of a smooth, buttery black nubuck. So on the toe box, you can see we have this perforated look, just like any other Air Jordan 1, and then surrounding the front toe cap, we have these leather overlays which feature the iconic elephant print. So this elephant print covers the eyelets of the shoe as well, and then beneath this on the mid panel, we have more of that smooth black nubuck. Stitched on top of this, we have a soft white leather swoosh, and then wrapping around the back of the shoe, we have more of that elephant print once again. And then embroidered in the center on the top of the heel, we have the Air Jordan Wings logo embroidered across in black. In terms of laces, so these come with two different lace options. The standard default lace and the one that I definitely prefer are these flat style laces in black, but they also give you a secondary pair of gray colored laces as well if you want to give the shoe a bit more contrast and a bit more pop and lightness. Underneath this, we have a tonal black colored nylon tongue, and on the top we have this woven tag with Nike Air branding in this cream or off-white tone. The interior of the shoe is lightly padded, so it's pretty thin here, but it's covered in a silky smooth black colored textile. And as far as the insoles go, so these come with a thin polyurethane foam insole. It's lined in a black colored finish on top, and again we have Nike Air branding stamped on the heel in that same cream or sail color. The upper of these Jordan 1 Lows sits atop this solid rubber cup sole, which is painted in this vintage looking cream or off-white color. Encased within this midsole but not visible to the eye, we do have Nike Air technology for cushioning. And then finally, turning this pair over to the bottom, this is your standard Jordan 1 outsole, and in this case, it's entirely constructed out of a gray colored rubber. We have that same circular pivot point on the forefoot, along with the Nike logo visible in the middle. So that breaks down the look and the construction of these black cement Jordan 1 Lows. And for those wondering about sizing, to me these fit like most of my other Jordan 1 Low OGs. So I personally prefer to stick true to size, but I know a lot of people out there like to go a half size down because these can fit a little bit roomier than the Jordan 1 High OG. Because it's a low top and the padding around this collar area is pretty thin, some people like going a half size down just to give them more of that snug one-to-one fit. But I personally just stick with my normal Jordan 1 High size, which is true to size, or in my case, a size 10. So whatever size you normally wear for the Jordan 1, I'd stick with that same size, especially if you have a wider foot. But if you have a narrow or normal width foot and you like more of that snug one-to-one fit, then you probably could get away with going half size down as well. Moving on to the comfort, so these feel like any other Jordan 1, so it's going to be pretty firm, flat, and low to the ground. There's honestly not too much from a softness and step-in comfort perspective. However, being a low top version of the Jordan 1, you definitely get a lot more ankle mobility, which honestly makes it an easier shoe to pull off, especially during the hot summer months. But it's not going to be an extremely comfortable shoe, but for just an everyday casual use sneaker, these are going to be solid. Finally, in terms of the quality and the craftsmanship, so first off, material quality, I thought it was decent. This is a mass-produced Jordan 1, but honestly, I wasn't mad about the materials whatsoever. I thought the nubuck had a decent feel to the touch. Like I mentioned earlier, it has a bit of that buttery feel to it, and the elephant print leather layers and the white swoosh, these felt pretty solid too in my opinion. And in terms of a build and craftsmanship standpoint, my pair wasn't perfect, but the flaws weren't deal breakers. So for example, I had some scratches on the black nubuck around the toe box area, but I thought that the stitch job on the shoe was solid. There weren't any visible glue stains, but I noticed that my right shoe had a pretty significant wobble to it, so the sole was definitely a bit warped compared to my left foot, which had zero noticeable wobble to it. So again, these aren't major deal breakers. Overall, I'd say that this shoe was pretty solid in hand, and I'd say I was pretty satisfied with how these turned out. So with all that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet. I'll lace them up and I'll show you guys how these look. Overall, I know the opinions on this shoe are pretty mixed. There's a ton of people in the camp that say these are very cheesy and that the excessive elephant print on this shoe looks really corny and out of style. And on the other side, I know there's a ton of people that really like this shoe, saying that it gives them supreme SB Dunk Low vibes. So if you're asking for my opinion, I think these aren't bad whatsoever. I'm not gonna say it's my favorite Jordan 1 release of the year, and as someone that typically doesn't love when they throw elephant print on other silhouettes, I think this is one of those cases where it actually kind of works. I think this version looks much better than the high top counterpart, and this being a low top version of the Jordan 1, I think it makes it an easier shoe to pull off in that we don't have an excess amount of elephant print surrounding that collar area. So I'm pretty sure this shoe is still sitting on shelves and online, so I would not be surprised if these eventually went on sale. So I think for the right price when these go on discount, I would definitely recommend you guys to pick these up, but again, it all comes down to personal preference. So let me know in the comment section down below, what are your thoughts on this Jordan 1 Low Black Cement? Are you more on the side that feels it's very cheesy and just not your thing? Or are you on the other side and think that this is a pretty fire shoe? Leave your comments down below and let me know what you guys think. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esco8, follow my Twitter account at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. So until next time, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.